Hey folks, Sheilah here from Design Files. In today's video, we're going to be covering the tracing tool within the Moodboard Editor. Now the tracing tool comes in really handy if there's a case where you've got a product image, but maybe you only want to use one of the items within that product image. So in this case, we might want to just take this vase here and cut it out and exclude everything else. So in order to do that, what you want to do is you're going to select the image. You're going to go over to your background removal tool in the toolbar. And here what we need to do is we're going to switch over into the manual remove background option. Now this option is basically going to allow you to trace all the way around any particular item in that image. So before I do that, here's some things that I want to do. I want to zoom right into the product edges. I want to get nice and close so I can get a really clean cut. And then we're just going to, let's see if we can get the whole thing. Perfect. So now that I've got the whole thing in view here, I'm just going to click to make my first point. When I do that, you're going to see that there is a red line that's radiating out from that point. So the next thing that you want to do is you're going to come to the edge of the product and you're going to make another point. So you're going to click, keep holding down on your left mouse button. And then when you move your mouse, you're going to see that it creates this curved line. So what you want to do is you want to create that curved line. Just keep moving your mouse around until you feel like you've matched the edge of the product and then release. And then again, you're going to create another point, hold it down, shift your mouse until you match the edge of your product. And then when you feel like you've got it, go ahead and release. And we're going to repeat that step all the way around this product. Now, key thing to know here is that let's say that you mess up. Let's say you slip and you make a point over here. If that ever happens, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. Because essentially what we're going to do is we're going to come right back to the product edge here and we can adjust this point after the fact, after we've closed off our trace. So I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to click and make a new point. I'm going to hold down my mouse button. I'm going to basically shift around my mouse until I've matched the curve of the product, and then I'll keep making my way to trace all the way around here. Now the key thing is that you need to make sure that you close off your trace. So the very last point that you add here has to basically be a point where you're clicking back on that original point here. And you'll know if you've done it right because that red trace line, it's going to turn black. If it's still red, it means your trace is still open. If it's black, you're good to go. So we have to fix this point now though because we messed up. So what we're going to do is we're going to just zoom in. I'm going to use these little sliders here and we'll click on that point and just drag it right back to the edge of the product. Hit save, and now I've got this nice clean vase that I've traced out, so I can use this within my design. Now, the other cool thing about this is, let's say that I have traced this out and I want to be able to save this trace version to my library so I can keep using it for future projects. So if I actually hit save here, it's going to save the traced version to the library. So that means anytime I pull this product out in the future, it's going to pull out the traced version. So let's go ahead, we'll shift this one over. I'm going to pull this product out again, and you can see that it's pulled out the trace version. So you don't have to keep tracing it every single time you want to use it. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, okay, hey Sheilah, what if I wanted to use the other vase options within that particular product image? Well, great point. So that's not a problem at all. All you're going to do is select the item, come back over to the background removal tool here, and you always have the option to reset. So let's say that I wanted to grab this one next and trace this one out. I could hit reset and then I could trace this one out and save it, and I'd be able to have the individual items so that I can move them around and place them wherever I want within my design. So you always have that flexibility. Okay, so I think that about covers it. If you do have any questions about how to use the manual tracing tool, feel free to reach out to us on the live chat. It does come in really handy, especially if you've got softer edged products that you're trying to trace around, because it does allow you to create those really nice clean curves. But definitely reach out to us if you have any questions whatsoever. We're always happy to help, and thanks so much for watching.